Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're back here at the Rady's Rides household, the Rady Cave. We just got back from the Rolex 24 at Daytona, and we have exciting information coming from Ford and Ford Performance. This is what many of you have been waiting for, or maybe you haven't been waiting for the news that we have all the details of, because guess what? It is the unveiling of the 2021 Ford Raptor. So I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get into the nitty gritty because there are a few surprises and I can't wait to show you, but also read your comments in the comment section. So without further ado, let's dive into the 2021 Raptor. All right, guys, here we go. There it is. There's the 2021 Ford Raptor. That is the OG of the Baja Desert Racer. It goes all the way back to 2010, if you could believe that. And this is really where Ford Performance wasn't even Ford Performance yet. It used to be called SVT, and they ran the trucks in the Baja 1000, winning its class. And now we see this new generation of the Raptor. I like the way they took some styling. If you look closely at this action footage as it's doing the business, this is what it's known for in that desert running scenario. You'll see styling very similar to the first gen, and I like that. Remember, 2010 was that year that really rocked the whole truck industry. Now, when we're looking at this truck doing its thing, you can see all that great suspension work. We have that full boxed high strength steel frame. You're looking at the updated, upgraded Fox live wire system that's able to really just read every bit of the terrain within nanoseconds to give the perfect compression and rebound damping of those shock absorbers. New for 2021 is going to be a 5-link rear suspension. So you're going to find extra long trailing arms, a panhard rod, and 24-inch coil springs. Just so you know, those 24-inch coil springs are the longest in its class. Looking at the styling, of course, you got that flared fender look. You can see how they took those 3 DOT required additional lights into that grille. We have the new upgraded headlights, LED daytime running lamps. It just seems like everything works better when it comes to the new styling. Everything just works better on this Raptor when compared to the standard F-150. Not to say that the standard F-150 looks weird or anything, but it just seems that when you add all those extra touches, the extra width, the unique grille, the hood, the skid plates, it just allows it to really showcase all of that fine design. Looking at the back, the rear tailgate, when it comes to certain options that are new and unique to this Ford Raptor, for the first time you'll have a choice of tires. So you're going to get an all-new wheel, 17 by 8.5-inch gunmetal gray wheel, but now you could go with either 35-inch or, for the first time, 37-inch tires on a factory-produced pickup truck. Of course, when we talk about those 37-inch tires, they are the BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2 tires. You go with those 37-inch tires, you're looking at 13.1 inches of ground clearance. Look at the strong bolt styling. I love all of the different elements of the grille, the headlight. You can see that massive skid plate up front, and then those larger tires just really give it a unique stance just sitting there. Now, of course, you're going to get all that additional lighting that's new for 2021 on the Ford F-150 lineup. And then when it comes to the differentials, you're still going to be able to get that optional torsion limited slip diff. Now, what I'm showing you here is documents from Ford showcasing an all new exhaust system. So it's a 3-inch equal length exhaust system with a built-in X pipe. What Ford is saying is that that's going to help with the sound of this Ford Raptor. Now, if you're saying, well, Joe, the sound's going to be a V8, right? That's going to be probably the biggest zonk of the F-150 Raptor for 2021 is going to be no V8. We're still looking at the 3.5 liter EcoBoost twin turbo V6, but with that exhaust, They're saying that the sound is going to be more intense. You're going to have 4 different sound modes. You can see the exhaust, same exact setup out the back, the way it's located, one exhaust pipe on each side of that rear bumper. The tires, though, just really set the whole truck off from the rear, from the front. You can see that nice fender flare that's going on, but you do have 4 sound modes, including a Baja mode. So I can't wait to do some on-throttle action in this new Raptor for sure, just to hear what this Baja mode is all about. Now on the interior, this is where all those changes that Ford has made for 2021 just brings this truck to an all new level. You get your two 12 inches right smack dab in your face. So you're getting your 12-inch digital gauge cluster, and you're getting your 12-inch infotainment display. Those beautiful seats with the leather, with that microfiber suede material. The magnesium, not plastic, not tin, not copper. The magnesium paddles, great. One of the best steering wheels on any truck. Definitely with the thickness, the 10 and 2 notches. You can see all that colorful stitching. Of course, you're going to get the stripe smack dab in the center to let you know where top dead center is on the steering wheel. You have the carbon fiber accents, those auxiliary switches, which makes life so much nicer when you're going to add all that additional lighting. You get the folding shifter. So all of that stuff that makes the new 2021 F-150 so awesome, it's going to be in this Raptor, but even more so. Now, when we talk about what else is going on in the interior, you're going to get the new Sync 4 system, of course. You're going to get that terrain management system with standard trail pedal drive. So that's going to be that cruise control for rock crawling. Because even though this truck is a desert runner, you'd be impressed to see it go through some major terrain and some major rock crawling. But the way it just sits there, it has such a presence. And I can't wait to see this truck parked next to its main competition. What is that? Obviously, you've been living under one of those rocks that this Raptor can grapple over. It's the Ram TRX. So it's going to be interesting to get the two of these trucks together, but showcasing what Ford has brought with the styling. I'm glad they didn't go too outlandish and really kind of separate it from the previous generation. It clearly looks like an evolution, and I'm digging it. I love what's happening on top of the hood. You got those functional side fender vents. The graphics package, I think Ford does an awesome job with their graphics package to where it's not too gaudy or just too much. It's just about right. And even without the graphics package, it still has such a bold, great look. Now, when it comes to what's happening underneath the hood, so you're looking, like I said, the 3.5 liter V6, that EcoBoost twin turbocharged engine. It's mated to the same 10-speed automatic. Horsepower numbers and torque numbers have not been released. So if you need a quick refresher, remember it's 450 horsepower. Coming out of the EcoBoost right now for 2020, I'd be curious to find out what Ford is going to let the world know that the horsepower and the torque for the 2021 is, especially with the different exhaust system. I'm sure there's some retuning that can easily produce more power out of a twin turbo setup. So very curious to see. I don't know if you noticed the number 37. Anybody want to have an idea what that means? Is that your favorite football player number? No. 37, obviously when you go with the 37-inch tires, you get that additional graphics to the truck. You can see the Raptor badge, that heat extractor, nice flat black. I think that's some of my favorite things on any gen Raptor, whether it be the first gen, second gen, or this generation, seeing those functional pieces, obviously those wheels. Not only are they beadlock wheels, not only are they going to be able to take a beating, but they look downright sexy. And that's just another great feeling when you own this truck. It's one of those trucks you want to get dirty, but you also like to clean her as well and really have her shine. Now, when it comes to how about towing and payload, actual maximum payload has increased by 200 pounds from last year, so you're now looking at 1,400 pounds payload capacity. Towing has also increased up to 8,200 pounds worth of towing capability. You have that torsion limited slip diff, that optional with 410 gears. Obviously you have the locking diffs and everything, so that's going to allow you to be able to get through that terrain, which some trucks just quite frankly can't make it through. But it's nice to see the direction that Ford is going with the Raptor, it's nice to see them bringing it up, kind of tweaking it. Tell me how you feel. Put it in the comment section. You know the different OEMs, including Ford. Read the comments here on Rady's Rides. I want to know, what are your thoughts? Are you zonked out that there is not a V8 option for this Ford Raptor? Does Ford have an ace up its sleeve? Could this be that 2021 is this transition year? They bring out the changes, and then bam, for 2022, there'll be this supposed Raptor R option, which would get you the 5.2 liter supercharged Predator engine from the Shelby GT500. That's yet to be determined, but I think when we look at the performance of this Raptor, and I'm not talking about driving it to the mall, I'm not talking about taking the kids to soccer practice, I'm talking about getting it in its natural habitat, that desert canyon situation. Has Ford made all the changes with Fox and the racing suspension, with that 5-link rear suspension, with all those changes? Have they made gains when it comes to getting the acceleration, getting the traction down, increasing the handling capabilities and what this thing can get through? Or has Ram made that ultimate off-road truck with the TRX, where there's just nothing that can be done unless a supercharged V8 is shoehorned into this Ford Raptor? That's yet to be determined, but I'm so glad that Ford, and I definitely want to thank Rhonda, Kristen, and everybody over at Ford for allowing Rady's Rides access to these media assets, this B-roll footage, so that we could do these virtual unveils. Because remember, in this current situation, we can't see the trucks in person yet. I can't wait to see this in person. I'm going to keep my mouth shut when it comes to the engine that's in there. I need to see this in person. I need to drive it. A lot of that can change how you feel about it not having a V8, especially with that new exhaust. I'm very curious to have these ears hear that exhaust and maybe have a little bit of an eargasm. But excited to bring this to you. Excited to have these media credentials and these media assets. But if you want to keep seeing off-road truck unveils, car unveils, virtual unveils here on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. And don't forget, tell me what you think about this Raptor. I can't wait to see it in person. Obviously, when it comes to storage, we know that there's plenty of Twinkie space when we look at the other F-150s for 2021. But definitely leave it in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep producing great content for you on Rady's Rides, we have an all-new option because all of you have asked for it. We have the official Rady's Rides Patreon page. Definitely get the Patreon, search Rady's Rides, and check out ways that you can be part of the family even more and get some great behind-the-scenes footage that you're just not going to find anywhere else. Of course, click the link, go to Spreadshirt, get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. You know how it goes. She is the ace of this place, and definitely, I made that rhyme on purpose, definitely knows how to set up a production studio here. So definitely show Lori some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.